Hi, this is Grandma Lori. Thanks for joining me today. Our story is the Maximum Murph Detective Agency. Man down! Murphy, what's the matter? Max said in a worried voice. He had noticed Murphy tossing and turning in his sleep and groaning. Murphy said weakly, I don't feel too good. He laid his head back onto his pillow. Max quietly walked over to Finnegan. Finn! Finnegan finally woke up. What is it, you little pest? Murphy's sick, said Max, getting more and more upset. The pair walked over to Murphy, who had fallen back asleep. He doesn't look good. Let's tell Mom, Finnegan said. Mom, Max whispered, only a slight hint of panic in his voice. Mom! Okay, I'm up. What's going on? Said Mom in a sleepy voice. Max walked back and forth between Mom and Murphy. Is it Murphy? She asked. Mom got out of bed to check Murphy. Oh no, poor baby. You're burning up. It's almost morning. When the office opens, I'll call the vet and we'll get you over there. In the meantime, I'm going to bring you some cool water and a cool compress for your head. Max continued to pace back and forth, until Mom's alarm went off. He was really tired, but he just couldn't leave his little brother. Max and Murphy were the same age, but because Murphy's smaller, Max always calls him little brother. Mom jumped out of bed to check Murphy, then pulled on some clothes. She left the room to call Dr. East. Yes, ma'am. We'll be there shortly. Thank you. Mom gathered up Murphy, pillow and all, and handed him to Auntie Lori. You know the drill. You'll have to hold him. Not a problem, said Auntie Lori. Poor baby. I'm so sorry you aren't feeling well, she said to Murphy. As Mom and Auntie Lori left with Murphy, Max and Finnegan went to the window and watched the car pull out. Come on, bud. Let's go back and get a little more sleep. That way we won't notice they're gone, said Finnegan. Just then, Grandma came out of her room, barely missing hitting Max with her walker. What's all the racket? Both dogs just looked at her. Did she have her hearing aids in? Probably not, it's too early. They didn't realize they had made so much noise. Max started whining. He was trying to tell Grandma what happened, but all that came out was a whimper, then a whine, until he wound himself up into an all-out howl. Murphy's sick. He's gonna die. What if he needs an operation? He could die on the operating table. I'm so worried. Max had really wound himself up. Finnegan came over and laid his big paw on Max's head. It's all right, Maxie. We just need to wait. In the meantime, as they rode to the vet, Mom and Auntie Lori were really surprised at Murphy. He hasn't gotten sick to his stomach. He must really be feeling bad, said Auntie Lori. We'll stop and get him a pup cup on the way home if he's feeling better, said Mom. They got to the vet, where Dr. East was waiting for them. Oh no, he really doesn't look well, said Dr. East. Let's see what we've got going on and what we're going to do with you, she said, as she lifted Murphy from Auntie Lori's arms. Back at home, Max just couldn't settle down. He paced back and forth. He stood at the front door to see if they'd come home. He looked at the water, because he was really thirsty, but couldn't drink a thing. He jumped up on Grandma's lap, but could only stay a minute. And boy did he howl. Dr. East completed her exam and said, I think he's eaten something that doesn't agree with him. I have some medicine I can give him that'll help and drop his fever at the same time. After a little while, Murphy lifted his head. His eyes were brighter and his tail started wagging. I see you're feeling better already, said Dr. East. I guess you can go home now. To Mom, she said, keep him away from the birdseed on the ground if you can. That's probably what made his tummy upset. Mom and Auntie Lori got back into the car and headed home. They even stopped to get Murphy a pup cup at the local coffee shop. But halfway through it, Murphy could feel his stomach rolling. All of a sudden, he got sick all over Auntie Lori. "Ah, I thought we'd get through one trip with Murphy without me getting covered in sick," said Auntie Laurie. Good thing she had a towel on her lap. As they arrived home, they heard all kinds of noise coming from behind the front door. Mom opened the door and Max came racing out. "Where is he? Where is he? Is he dead? Did he need an operation? I'm so worried," said Max. Murphy looked down from Auntie Laurie's arms. "It's okay, bro. I'm fine. Dr. East gave me a shot and I'm feeling much better." Auntie Laurie put Murphy on the floor when she got into the house and went to clean herself up. Max and Finnegan didn't notice because they were too busy welcoming Murphy home.